Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the VC exclusive internship program project orientation. So in this in this presentation we are going to explain you about the project climate change and sustainable development, this internship project, and what are the benefits, what are the work interns need to do, what is all about this project, what are the benefits the interns will be getting after doing this project. It will be a short video of 5 slides only. So please watch this video till the end to get the proper understanding about this internship related to this project. Now let us do the project introduction. Okay. So whenever we heard about the term climate change and sustainable development, we understand this term is widely discussed but very least understood. People are not able to understand what is climate change. They think that climate change is something which is related to science, and for any individual's life the impact of climate change is very less. So it is very important that each and every individual and the corporates should understand this link, that how they are contributing to the climate change and how the climate change is affecting their life, affecting their production, affecting their overall profit or something like that, so that they will understand what exactly is the carbon footprint. And these understanding of climate change should not be done in a very scientific way. That's why we keep this climate change and sustainable development project for MBA students, for management students, for any students who don't have any knowledge of science also they can do this project, because they need to understand what is climate change, and they need to explain that to a person who is not related to science what is climate change. Okay. Now the climate change is one part of this internship. Second part is the sustainable development. Even though a big corporates understand what is the climate change, right, and if they figure out that okay, the climate change is something which is destroying the whole earth, and they need to understand how they are contributing to the climate change, how they, what they can do to stop it, to reduce their carbon footprints. Okay. So that also need to be understood by them, and that is the role of sustainability officers, sustainability interns like you. Okay. So there is a lot of things to learn here in this project related to climate change and sustainable development. And apart from that, we are also going to discuss about in this internship that what different governments and United Nations have done in past 30 years related to climate change, and what kind of data they have published, what kind of reports they have done. So what is going on in this world also. Okay. So what is the upside of this project is many organization and institution have invested huge amount of money in past 15 years related to climate change, and these amounts are going to increase in next 10 years. So there is huge upside potential. If you understand the whole internship, understand the whole project, there is a chance that you are getting hired as a climate change and sustainable development officer in a big corporation. Okay. And then you can handle their sustainable development initiative, sustainable development goals, and that will be very beneficial for you for escalating your career. What is the interns for? What you are going to do in this internship? So there are mainly basically 4 topics. The first topic is elementary research. You need to gather more and more information from internet, watching YouTube videos or reading a lot of reports, and getting more information from Wikipedia and all the other information sources about climate change and sustainable development. You just need to put these keywords, and whatever information you are getting, you need to download in and do the elementary research. Second thing you need to do is the detailed initiative analysis. When you get the different basic knowledge about climate change, then in past 30 years from 1990 till 2020, United Nations and different government of the world, they have signed few protocols like Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, some other protocols are there, also they have signed, and they are working on to to mitigate the risk of climate change, to do something against the climate change, right? What they are doing, what kind of protocol they have signed, what are the outcome of those things. That knowledge is very important, that I think you should have it. Okay. The third thing is the sustainability and climate change reporting standard. What does that mean, reporting standard? See, whenever a big large corporation, suppose Coca-Cola or any other big corporation, they hire some consulting firm, or they hire somebody for sustainability officer and something. So they are actually right now also they are investing a lot of money in climate change, against climate change, investing a lot of money for sustainable development. So since they are investing a lot of money, they want that need to be reported well, what they have done, how this what they have done, how this is impacting the less carbon footprints, how it is impacting the sustainable growth of the organization. Okay, so large organization which is related to climate change, like the TERI, UNFCCC, IPCC, okay, they have some kind of reporting standard. They produce a lot of reports. Their scientist makes a lot of reports, some general reports, some managerial reports, some technical reports also. In this section, we want you to go through all those reports and try to understand what need to be put in that report. Okay, so that is something, this is very important. Like suppose if somebody is setting up a 50 kilowatt of solar photovoltaic power plant, a 500 kilowatt of, so you can just say the company set up 500 kilowatt. But the moment you say this company is giving electricity to poor villages of like 400 households are getting power from this small power plant. Okay, so that impact is different, right? While writing only that there's technically 500 kilowatt. Okay. The fourth thing is summarize and report. Whatever you have done in this internship, you need to prepare a final internship report as per the corporate standard. Okay, so that is the fourth thing. So this is motamoti basically what is the interns work in this project. Interns learning. So if you do this project, what kind of learning you are going to get? The first learning that you are going to get is subject matter learning. Subject matter learning means, I know a lot of people understand, a lot of you have heard about climate change and sustainable development. But when you actually do an internship, interacting with a mentor, then you do a lot of intensive research on that particular subject. You need to discuss a lot of these topics with your mentor and understand new concepts and all, right? So when you do all that thing, ultimately after 8 weeks of internship, you will have, not I'm not saying a little bit, you will have a good knowledge about the subject. Subject matter learning is good. Okay, there is a good knowledge about the subject. Okay, so that is the first learning you'll get. Second thing is awareness about the current situation. Since it's an internship, it is not just a theoretical program. Okay, so we want you to keep, we don't want you to follow any book. We don't want you to follow any book of just book which is published in 1995. We want you to follow internet. We want you to follow the reports and the current situation and the current affair related to the climate change. What the different government is saying, what is the initiative taken in Australia, what is the US initiative, European Union. So when you go through do all this research, you will get well aware about the current situation. Okay, then when you face an interview, you talk to somebody, you are not just a guy who is talking about something about from a book which is published in 2002. Okay, now you are a aware candidate who know what is going on in the world, so you can easily communicate with the HR managers and all when you are up to an interview. The third kind of learning is analytical thinking for solutions. When you search for the reports, the reporting standard, when you see what people are doing as a sustainable development goals, what are their sustainable development goals, what are their sustainable development initiatives, okay, and how they are correlating that investment as a sustainable development and how it is impacting it. So then you will start thinking about yourself, that if you join a company as a sustainability officer, what initiative that you are going to take, what kind of solution that you are going to provide. So that analytical thinking also will come in your mind after doing this internship related to climate change and sustainable development. Data analysis, documentation and reporting, yes. When you finish this internship, you will make a final report. While making a final report, you need to do some kind of data analysis also, and documentation also. So that is also enhance your learning related to climate change and sustainable development. Okay, so these are the 4 basic learning that you can get in this internship. Subject matter learning, you understand the subject matter. Awareness of the current situation, what's going on in the world. Third thing, the analytical and thinking of solutions. What kind of solution you can provide as a sustainable development officer, and what kind of solution other people are providing. And fourth is the data analysis, documentation and reporting. You are preparing a very nice report, corporate standard. So these are the learning what you can get through this internship. Modules and tasks. See, in our internship we have 4 modules, module 1, 2, 3, 4, and each module have one task. So module 1 is one task after you finish module 1, module 2 one task, module 3 one task, and each task is need to be finished in 10 days. But if you want to take more time, you can take more time to finish each task. There is no issue in that. And the candidate need to have a PC, personal computer, laptop. If you don't have a personal computer, laptop, smartphone is also okay. You need to have the knowledge of, you need to have a good internet connection. It's a completely online internship, so internet connection should be there. Okay, so when you see the task, it is like 4-5 questions, queries are there. Like, it's not questions, it's just kind of queries. So you think that okay, these tasks are like assignments, but trust me, it is not an assignment. It is a task. Why it is a task? Suppose, just imagine that you joined our organization in office, and your mentor is sitting in the office. Okay, and a mentor call you to his cabin and give you something to search, that find out this, what is that. Okay, you just note down and start doing the search. So that time you say that, oh, this is the task given by the mentor, we are doing the task. But right now the mentor is far from you, it's online, so he already prepared the task and give it to you. It is not an assignment. Do it as a task. You don't need to use any book for this task. You need to use the internet, try to gather information and write the answers, solve the task in your language only. Okay, not copy paste from the internet directly. Think about it and then write. Okay, the motto of each module to understand and analyze the real situation, problem, activities related to the project, and hence more practical learning sources need to be followed rather than theoretical. Yeah, you need to follow the practical learning materials. Okay, not theoretical. No, don't use books or something. Try to use more and more internet. That. Last slide, interns benefit. So people ask that ki, sir, we are doing this internship, apart from the admin benefits that I'm gonna explain you again, what are the real benefits what we are getting in this internship? So for the real benefits, let me explain you what is the benefit, what do you mean, what is the meaning of knowledge enhancement and skill enhancement. Okay, so all of us watched cricket, right? We all love cricket. So in cricket, there are two people who are the expert of cricket. They sit in some commentator's box and talk about what's going on in the on the field, right? कि सहवाग को ऐसे मारना चाहिए, तेंदुलकर need to use this bat and that, this blah blah. The pitch is very dry, it will be very fast and all. When you listen to them, most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time you find out that they are really very knowledgeable person. They know what's going on, they know what's how to play cricket. They're very knowledgeable. Of course they are. Of course they are very knowledgeable. Okay, so they got the knowledge enhancement. But the guy who is sitting on the field, The guy who is sitting on the field, the guy who has the bat in their hand, वो आदमी जो खेल रहा है, so that guy is having the skills. If he is hitting a four, he is knowledge and the skills also to hit the four. Okay, so to become a good player, you need to be skilled and you need to be knowledgeable also, right? So when you finish this internship, you will get a knowledge enhancement. There are a lot of things that you don't know before this internship, and when you finish this internship, you are start knowing those things. So there is a knowledge enhancement there in your mind. That is the first benefit. जो पहले नहीं आता था, now you are gonna know. So that is knowledge enhancement is there. Okay. The second thing is the skill enhancement. Okay, knowledge तो आ गया, but what about the skills? Yes, in this internship you are gonna search for reports. You are gonna search for reports. You are gonna see a lot of other people report. You are gonna explain, check what is sustainable development goals, what are the sustainable development initiatives, what is going on in climate change. Okay, so while doing all these things, while doing all this analysis, okay, your skills related to climate change and sustainable development increased. You will be more skilled to inform somebody what is climate change, inform somebody what is sustainable development, how to do it, know how things. So that is the second benefit of this internship. The third benefit of this internship, since it's an internship, right, and your mentor and the HR, they are not your professor, right? They are not a professor. They are not your college roommate. They are person from the corporate, from industry. They have their own life set or something like that. Since they are different people, and when you are start interacting with them, okay, so you will start learning about corporate culture. And during this internship, you are also going to do corporate skill development program, pre-placement training program. So interaction with the HR, interaction with the mentor, and these skill development programs, corporate, you will definitely gonna learn corporate culture, industrial things in this internship. So that is the three benefits what we can assure you that you are gonna get in this internship. Now, these are the benefits that is free. You do this internship, you will get these benefits. Now, when you want to do this internship and you are very much confident about this internship, yes, we have searched so much, we learned so much, so we want some admin support from the organization. Okay, we want to properly document this internship, properly get certified for this internship. So the third, the admin benefits are, which is not free, you need to pay small admin fee for this admin benefits. The first thing is e-verified certificate on flexible dates. Okay, so no matter which time you are doing internship, but you can get the internship certificate on the dates you want, exact date like 28th March to 10th May, something like that. So we will issue you the certificate on that exact date. Second thing, you will get a letter of recommendation from the mentor. When you prepare your reports well and all, okay, if your reports are not good, mentor will gonna suggest you. And the second thing, you'll get a letter of recommendation. Okay, what is the use of that letter of recommendation? That have a very huge use. See, recommendation is something that only two person can write, like professional recommendation, right? The professor, whose class you have attended, not any professor. Like you are studying in Delhi and some professor is in Chennai, he cannot write recommendation to you. The only professor that they can write recommendation to you, whose class you have attended. The second person who can write recommendation to you, whom you have worked with, who is your supervisor, who is your mentor, supervisor, or your boss in industry. Only 2% can write recommendation to you. Okay, so if the mentor is writing a recommendation to you, that is gonna help you in many places in terms of getting a new job, in terms of applying in a foreign university, something like that. Okay, so letter of recommendation is really very important. The third thing is certificate verification and feedback. See what happened that whenever we issue letter of recommendation and certificate of completion, the interns used to use this certificate to get a job or something. So these people, they send us a verification. They send us verification that that please verify this certificate. Okay, sometimes the college send us a feedback form, a long form about what they how the interns have done, sign stamp on that feedback form, scan it and send it back to the college. So this is quite some work, right? So we will do all this thing, we'll manage this for you. That is comes under the admin benefits. The fourth thing is a special recommendation for foreign universities. So when you apply for foreign university, no matter even if you have a letter of recommendation, they send a separate link to us. You need to fill that link, upload letter of recommendation and write something about you. So that kind of a special recommendation we do if you apply for a foreign universities. And not only now, maybe after 6 months you apply, maybe after 1 year you apply. That time also we will definitely help you. The fifth thing is consent to use mentor's name as reference from industry. Since you have completed internship with us, we will give you the consent. You can put the mentor's name in your CV and you can say that this is our reference to the industry. Like they ask for who is your reference, so this is my reference. You can tell them. Okay, and that is also gonna make some difference, and that made difference to many of the candidates. Encouragement on LinkedIn. Yes, whenever you post about this internship on LinkedIn, we definitely like your post, give some good comments, give you a recommendation on LinkedIn. So that is also, certified your presence of this internship. So that is also very good encouragement. And the last but not the least, original transcripts courier to your home. If somebody wants an original transcript, original certificate in hand, signed and stamped, we also do that and courier it to their home. So these are the admin benefits which, like 1 year ago or before, we have given it for free, but from past 1 year and like 1.5 years, we are charging a very small nominal admin fee because we need to spend money to maintain these admin benefits. Okay, so that's why it's chargeable. So this is the project orientation related to climate change and sustainable development. I hope you understand what you're gonna get in this internship. There is so much to learn, so much to understand, and so much to enhance in your skills in this internship. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.